Well, that was quite the saddest doctor. I can't believe that the manga is planning on sparing that doctor's life. I just have a feeling he is not gonna get retribution, given how the fact how this manga has been going these last couple of chapters. Hi, for those who are watching, it's the angry anime fan, the despair reviewer, who is gonna bring you Tokyo Ghoul ranting or reviewing, whatever it is. This is all a chapter about the tragedy, as we see in the flashback on when the different owls were trying to create. According to the doctor, only Takizawa was a successful one, which is only partially true. He says that Takizawa was the only successful one, but it's not confirmed if he was the only one that survived. After all, Amon survived. And as we see a picture of the older past, Takizawa came is sitting on a place wondering what happened, and it's when the doctor removes a blanket that covers his otherwise nude body that he sees that his hand that he got chopped off is slowly regrowing. It's during this time the Sadist doctor reveals that of all the 63 different bodies that they were all the wasted, but he was the one who became the owl and is now a ghoul. After that, he began to experience many different moments, like rejecting leftovers within his bodies, or uh, uh, he even tortured him. I mean, it's been confirmed that Takizawa was tortured in Aogiri Tree, but I thought Eto and the other did it, but it turns out one of them who mostly did it was the doctor. In fact, it's pretty ironic that Tartara is the one who's saying, sadism is your hobby too, which the doctor of course denied, but this is a doctor that always means different things. So he tortured Takizawa by cutting off many of his limbs, or maybe himself, in order to try to make his brain. He described it as a brain, even if the brain is damaged, some portions that have lost functionality, other regions of the brain can step in and fill the gap, and they will adapt to the situation. I don't really know if I agree with that. There are some people in the world who just cannot adapt, although there are some limits. So he described it as this medical procedure of transforming someone into a ghoul is similar to grafting horticulture. For grafting rockstock, you use a human, or for the budwood, you use a ghoul. I mean, this doctor, that is unforgivable. And he also mentions that even though another reason why he's doing this on Takizawa is there is something that has been bugging me a bit. And that is Takizawa had the weakest, well, it wasn't exactly weakest, but for a inspector, or for a class of Aogiri tree, no, not Aogiri tree, CGG, he was surprisingly fearful, and apparently the doctor realized this because he tortured him in order to eliminate his human weakness, as he told it. This will shorten Takizawa's lifespan, and this will also eventually create a new Kaneki. And that such his most perfect creation, Owl, was created. As we end the flashback, we see Amon again, who is somehow has closed one of his eyes. Is that to not show Akira why he has a ghoul eye? Then again, Amon is someone who I never have understood. And when I mean understood, I mean he does what he does prefer. It seems that his other hand has become completely ghoulish, as Takizawa demands why he is here, since he only appeared after he killed Hoji, and he's gonna kill him too. But Amon says he is to save his former comrades, and that includes you, Takizawa. Save him? That can't be done. That good man has fallen into the brink of madness. He can never be saved. Don't get me wrong, that torturous past is tragic, but the doctor is the one who has to die first. Finally, Corona reaches the lab, who actually has transformed. The lab has transformed into quite a big one, with even some other doctors, or is there or are those ghouls helping? As the doctor just nonchalantly says, "Welcome back, Kuro." "And I am home, Papa," Corona says. I mean, we seem to have switched back to the shocking moments of the Tokyo Ghoul. Now the twins are gonna die, no doubt about it. The doctor is gonna kill her because, after all, he sees them nothing more than a failure. And Amon says he wanna save Takizawa. Well, how can he save him? I mean, Takizawa killed Tartara and then hoped to welcome back a hero, but the CGG could not forgive Takizawa for killing so many innocent inspectors. And all in all, being welcomed back as a hero was something of an insane troll logic in Takizawa's mind. I mean, that would have been impossible. So how do Amon plan to save him? By killing him too? Who knows? But unfortunately, we have switched back to the lab, and I'm saying this again. Are you telling me the doctor is gonna become a Karma Houdini? I have just a very big feeling it's gonna be that way. Because so many villains that were unforgivable just had to be clouded in a more sympathetic light in order to do that, especially in the making of the One-Eyed King. All in all, the true villains of this manga has been the Washoes, but you cannot deny that the Doctor is just as guilty. For him, he didn't matter he was the only one who didn't want to create a king. He just wanted to do something else. He cannot be forgiven. But I have just a big feeling he's gonna be forgiven. Now that Corona is in the lab, what's she gonna do? Is she gonna rampage or is she gonna die? Give me your thoughts if you have any.